Make sure you have your batteries. Set your batteries and then you power it. Now there's your indicator here for your channel and your frequency. Right, as you can see, it's on channel 6C or C6.
Okay.
Right, there is your grouping.
Okay.
What has happened? This particular area, it might have other frequencies or other channels interfering with you.
Yeah.
Right? So on your box here now, you could do a scan to clear off that. But once we do that once, you don't have to always do it unless you get interference. Right? Interference could be feedback like that high pitch annoying, but
Yeah.
right. The Bose and the Shure technology allows you to stand directly in front of the box and talk without any interference.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, this system, I'm not sure if it have it, but judging by data and all this stuff on this equipment, it's supposed to. So, what we do, once we have our power, we know that we have batteries, right? We mute two channels on them. Make sure I mute your channels when you're dealing with mic before you do anything.
That on mute right now?
Yes, the lights on them will come on.
Okay.
And it comes off. Right? So you drop it. Cables properly plugged in. Your trim on 0. Your volume on 0. Your channel mute. The master button could remain as is. Right?
Okay. Okay.
Right, in case you're running music.
Alright.
So what you do, you just put your power on your box.
Okay.
Right. See, it already have C6. So
Alright.
you know this first channel here.
Is the C6 one?
Right, it's
The
C6.
next
Right.
one will be for the next one.
Nice. So once you power that, you don't have to interfere with this already. Everything preset already.
Okay.
C6 and C9. That
Right.
one is C9.
That's why I say when you put it on, you have to look at the indicator to
Yeah.
see which is your group and which is your channel.
Alright.
And you could make adjustments if you had to add different. Like say you get an Xbox and you want additional mics.
Yeah.
You just you utilize the different ports and you set your group. You see have a little button here for group and channel. You just
Set.
yeah, just set and that's it. But for
Okay.
now, 2 mics is sufficient, right? Make sure this put up. When you're using the mic or you're giving somebody, tell them not to muffle the mic and don't tap on it.
Alright.
Because inside of this is known as a diaphragm, right? Let's see if I can get it out. How it works, sound travel directly this way, right? Because this is a dynamic mic. In other type of microphones, there's something called compound mics and dynamic mics, right? The diaphragm is actually on the periphery, on you could say around this particular part here, right? Rather than speaking directly into the diaphragm itself, the diaphragm is shaped differently, right? This is just a guard. It has a little sponge and a nice little metal something. But what happens when you see people muffle the mic, right? When they muffle the mic, sound travels in waves, right? And when you muffle the mic, you tend to either create a vacuum, and that could end up damage your diaphragm, it could give you feedback and so on, right? So let them know this part, this black part, they can hold anyway here.
Yeah.
And speak directly into the top of the mic, not like this, this way.
In
Right?
terms of cleaning the mics, what's just suggested?
Something that is non-residual
Yeah.
and something that is not strong. It have sanitizers, contact sanitizers you could use. People will say Lysol and stuff, but Lysol tend to use a residue and something Lysol may be too harsh. Right? So
So
you
you don't
get
want
discolor and start to rust and corrode and so on.
So you don't want alcohol might work?
Alcalado, or what I would suggest, there's this cleaner, contact cleaner that they spray and it just evaporates.
Okay.
You could use that, one of those. Right? So once you power up your green light indicator, come to your channel. We know this is, like I said, check, check, check. You could just talk into it just to see where the signal coming. So you know you're operating on the first channel. Right? Unmute your channel, right? And gradually raise this to quarter. And talk gently to it. Check, check, check. Raise your volume, check, check. Sound check 1, testing the sounds 1, 1, 2. When you're doing a sound check, you're not going more than 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
this trim, we just call it the gain, right? Gain, this be like the range. Sometimes people like to talk up here, it's all around it. Sometimes like they want to hold it here, right? So you gradually raise your trim. Check 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See, and it actually start to get more sound on your speaker.
Right.
Right? So the suggested settings for your main volume on your channel is between 12 and 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Right? Trim could be 12 o'clock, or it depends on the person. You as the operator have to determine how that person using that mic and how their posture is. Right? What I tend to do before, or when I do that program, I just let them know, hey, speak directly into the mic. Right? And when they're setting it up on the mic stand, there's different ways you could use the stand to have it straight up, pointed. Some people tend to use it directly like this, but I just make sure this point to your face, right? A little lower chin height, right here, just by your chin, so you could get gradual sound channel into the mic. Okay. Same thing goes for setting the mids, heights and stuff. You can either select channel 1, right, and you could use the adjustments here. What causes feedback? Let me say for one particular event, it have music in the background, lot of bass and stuff. Sometimes people, they have a low pitch voice and you want to alter their tone and stuff, you could use this. But you have to press the channel edit first and then come into the settings. This particular mixer, however, comes preset. Okay. Right? So for mics and stuff, it already set to show settings, which is basic nil across the board. So you get a neutral settings. Okay. You now can manipulate whether the person has too much high pitch, you can take off some heights. If there's too much of a bassy voice, you take off the bass. Right? But what I'm saying is that sometimes you're playing music in the background and bass interfering with your microphone and you start to get feedback. You want to know what to do. Right. The safest thing to do, drop your bass on your mic. Okay. Drop your bass on your mic is 1, and 2, position your mic either between or behind the speakers. Have the person who's speaking, let them know before the event what it is you're going to be doing, or you have to know the event. Let them know here what's going on. You don't go, you set up a boundary for them. You don't go beyond the ramp or something like that, or you don't come directly in front. But judging by where the speakers are erected, they shouldn't have that problem. Right? Okay. If you start getting feedback, what you have to do, and you want to kill it immediately, drop your master volume. Okay. And you gradually come back up, you signal the person to move backwards or whatever, and then you could take off the bass and take off the heights and so on, and make your settings.
Because you'll find all the events though, people would be sitting, standing in the hall itself, they wouldn't be on stage. Nice. So then how do we counteract that?
Okay, well, like I say, the most you could do, sound travels in waves and frequency. Right. So when you're dealing with a crowded or a compact space, or confined space I should say, and the person has to be either or from end to end of the auditorium. Best settings to use, keep your volume at 12 o'clock, keep your trim 12 o'clock, and you use your master volume only. Okay. Right? That way, the person has to speak directly to the mic, you have to bring it up closer to him, right? And that would eliminate any background noise or music from getting into the mic. So he has now, when you trim greater, some people just tend to raise the trim, but raising the trim actually gives you a greater range. Right? So you minimize that range so they'll keep it there close to them. And they will speak and you eliminate that off the back. Nice. Right? On the older mixer, we had something called frequency where we could adjust the frequency off the back. But this comes preset, and all we get is low, mids and heights, right? And you could use, let me see. Right, let me see utility. Right. Let me say you have instruments. Come to tone match, and you could select whether it is percussions, guitars, keyboards, right? It has a list here, presets. Okay. Right? You just go and select, and you could actually manipulate depending on what you want.
Okay.
Right? But for now, we come back to the equalizer, and that is basically it.
This is
Yes, the EQ.
okay.
Right? I'll leave it on that because
Yeah.
that will be a major setup.
Yeah.
Even if they come with a microphone or they come with a not microphone, they come with an instrument.
Yeah.
They plug into the back. They could use. They have something called a direct injection box. Musicians usually use.
Right.
That is like a small port for mixing or for music.
Right.
They have XLR cable. It goes to the instrument to that box, and from that box, that little box that they have, I would always tell it, do not plug directly into the wall, because of the fact that you don't know what frequency can come in with the instrument on. You don't know if you could get feedback through your whole system and blow your whole system.
Right.
Make sure they have something called a direct injection box, or if it's a low-end type instrument, meaning that it's not an electric guitar, it's not nothing to do with electricity, then they could plug directly in the back. They just get the, where's this snake? There's something. Right, okay. These cables here, let me say they're plugged to the back.
Yeah.
Those are the inputs.
Yeah.
By the output side. And this will be an input, and they're already labeled. So whoever is supposed to have 2 extra cables or something, right? You notice they label 1, 2, 3, stuff like that on the.
So they would know what to connect with down there.
Yeah, and the color coded as well.
Okay.
Right? So it makes it simple and very easy. What I tend to do is not just utilize it like 4 or 5. You have to understand the situation and the show too, right? You just select, let me say 1 to 5 or 1 to 6, and you utilize 1 to 6 on the box here. You plug into the wall and you come here and you take your jump, and you can see it have male and female, right?
Yeah.
So most of the times, these females and them, there's be inputs, and this is be outputs, or vice versa, right? Depends on how they label it in the back.
So once you connect there, they then come to the board.
You just come straight to the board, and depending on your input again, it could be 1/4 inch input, because if you have extra cables, you could jack directly in. But note to yourself, you only have 8 channels to play with.
Nice.
You're not going past 8.
Okay.
Alright?
And all these here are inputs.
Yeah, these here are your inputs. This is your outputs. This is also outputs as well. Right? But again, everything practically labeled. So you see, mark out, auxiliary, right? So most of the time you're gonna be using these, right? Even for your phone, this cable stays with you.
Right, nice.
This is for your box. This is for your subwoofer.
Okay, nice.
And that is everything in a nutshell.
So this is for one mic, and this could be the next one.
Yeah.
Next mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you do on the same channel, you're gonna be doing it on the next one as well. Because it's the same, it's just carbon copy.
Yeah, I understand. I understand this.
And
The channel 1 and 2, what we were saying, this is 6. What we are doing was 6.
Right.
Yeah,
and this one will be 9.
Right, but this is 1 and 2, but where 6 and 9 come into play then?
Okay, 6 and 9, like if you look on the indicator here, C6 means channel 6. Right? That is just the frequency this device operates.
Okay. Yeah.
Meaning that if you see C6 on the box and let me say you see C7 here,
related to the box.
you have to adjust it on the mic.
To
make sure the correspondence with
this.
If it moved by 1 digit, you're not gonna get sound coming through this. Right? So make sure the letters
match up with the letters.
And the numbers match up with your indicators. Right?
But these 2 take up 1 and 2.
Yes. Right? So it's output to input.
Right?
And I basically, it's in a nutshell. But after that, you don't have to worry about positioning. The speaker's already erected and positioned and powered. So you don't have to worry about no cables, crossovers, interference. All that we eliminate when we hook up. So